This video brings an urgent message that Jesus specifically wants you to hear. He has been fighting battles in the spiritual realm that you can't see, but he's worried you might not realize the warfare happening for you. This isn't just another spiritual video. It contains a revelation about the unseen battles being fought on your behalf. Jesus and his angels have been fighting everyone who tried to destroy your destiny. But you need to understand what's been happening. The message you're about to receive has been carefully arranged to reach you at this exact moment. In your spiritual journey, there's a divine appointment happening right now as you watch. Don't scroll away, because what you're about to learn will change everything about how you see your struggles and victories. Heaven has been at war for you. This isn't ordinary spiritual warfare. It's personal battles being fought for your specific destiny and purpose. Jesus and his heavenly armies have been fighting against dark forces that have been targeting you individually. Missing this revelation could mean never understanding why certain seasons of your life felt like constant battles. This message reveals a limited time window where you can finally see the spiritual protection that's been surrounding you. Jesus cares so deeply about your spiritual victory that he would be concerned if you failed to recognize the warfare he's been waging on your behalf. That's why this message found you today. Your attention to this video isn't random. It's a divinely orchestrated moment designed to help you see the spiritual battles that have been happening in realms you couldn't perceive. The warfare is intensifying. And Jesus wants you to know that heaven is fighting for you every single day. Every difficult season where you felt like you were under attack has been noticed by heaven. Every time everything seemed to go wrong at once and you wondered why life felt so hard, Jesus saw your struggle. All the moments when you felt like dark forces were working against your progress have been acknowledged. Your perseverance through unexplained hardships hasn't gone unnoticed. Those times when opportunities were blocked, relationships were sabotaged, and your peace was constantly disturbed, heaven witnessed the spiritual warfare behind it all. The courage it took to keep believing when it felt like invisible forces were working against you has been deeply valued. The questions you've carried about why certain struggles seemed so intense have all been heard. Spiritual warfare isn't always obvious, and demonic attacks aren't always clear. Jesus understands this challenge, which is why he's making this spiritual battle visible to you now. The spiritual warfare Jesus wants you to see happens in heavenly realms, but affects your earthly life in powerful ways. This battle shows up when Jesus personally commands legions of angels to fight demons that target your dreams and destiny. It appears in the form of divine intervention when enemies suddenly back down. For no apparent reason, it emerges in blocked opportunities that suddenly open in favor that comes from unexpected sources, and in protection from accidents or harm you never even knew about. The spiritual warfare is uniquely designed for your specific calling, something Jesus has personally orchestrated to secure your victory. It connects directly to the prayers you've been praying for breakthrough and the spiritual battles you've been sensing. Jesus chose to reveal this warfare to you because you're spiritually mature enough to handle the truth. The window to see these heavenly battles won't remain open forever, but right now you can witness what's been happening for you. When you recognize the spiritual battles that have been fought for you, many puzzling aspects of your life will suddenly make perfect sense. Difficult seasons you've endured, delayed answers to prayers, and spiritual attacks you've experienced will all connect in a beautiful moment of divine clarity. Jesus has wonderful news for you today. Your spiritual life is shifting to a higher level of understanding about heavenly warfare, and important victories are manifesting around you now. The divine realm has been engaged in intense battles for your destiny, and now you've been chosen to see this spiritual reality. This moment marks something significant in your relationship with Jesus as your divine warrior. It's a clear indication that your spiritual discernment is growing stronger every day. Something incredibly meaningful is unfolding in your spiritual protection, far more intense than you might have imagined possible. This recognition brings breakthrough that will transform every area of your life. There's a wave of heavenly attention and angelic activity surrounding you right now. You're becoming more spiritually aware of the warfare happening in your favor, naturally drawing divine intervention into your daily experience. Recognizing these battles brings heightened awareness of Jesus' protection. In even the smallest details of your life, more spiritual victories will begin manifesting than ever before. This isn't happening by chance. It's a carefully orchestrated, heavenly campaign designed specifically for this season of your spiritual journey. Your prayers matter more than you realize in activating these spiritual battles. Your faith inspires heaven to fight harder for your breakthrough. Your spiritual growth makes a difference in the intensity of warfare fought on your behalf. This divine revelation shows that Jesus values your destiny enough to personally command armies for your protection. Jesus celebrates every time you finally see the battles he's been winning for you all along. The timing of this revelation about spiritual warfare is no coincidence. It comes now because you're spiritually ready to handle this level of spiritual reality. This precise moment has been divinely chosen because you've grown in faith and spiritual maturity. Your spiritual eyes are now open enough to see battles that might have overwhelmed you before. Your heart has been strengthened through trials that were actually training for this understanding. Your spiritual wisdom has deepened through experiences that prepared you to recognize divine warfare. Your soul is now ready to receive this revelation about heavenly battles more clearly than ever before. All the spiritual attacks you've survived have been preparation for understanding how heaven fights for you. Nothing in your spiritual journey has been wasted. Every battle has shaped your ability to recognize divine intervention. This particular revelation is connected to larger spiritual movements happening in the world right now where Jesus is revealing similar warfare to those who are spiritually alert. If you're feeling blessed by this revelation about the spiritual battles fought for you, please consider sending a super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or more to support our channel's mission of sharing these important spiritual truths. Your generosity helps these divine revelations reach those who desperately need to understand the warfare happening for them. When you give, you participate in a sacred exchange that allows us to continue revealing heaven's battles to those who need spiritual breakthrough. As you begin to recognize the spiritual battles fought for you, new spiritual authority will naturally develop in your life. This clearer vision of heavenly warfare brings new responsibilities, not just to yourself, but to everyone Jesus places in your path who might be unaware of their own spiritual battles. Don't view these responsibilities as burdens, but as sacred opportunities to participate in Jesus' warfare against darkness. This revelation signals it's time to step into spiritual maturity. As someone who understands divine battles, finding balance becomes essential during this spiritually charged time. While celebrating this new awareness of heavenly warfare, remember to nurture your practical faith through prayer, scripture, and spiritual community. These spiritual disciplines have shaped who you are and will continue to support you as you grow into this expanded role as someone who recognizes divine battles. Jesus is inviting you to help others see the warfare happening for them too. As you become sensitive to the spiritual battles fought for you, think about how you can help others who are still unaware of their own heavenly warfare. Your experience shows that Jesus is constantly fighting for his people, even when they don't realize it. Heaven witnesses every spiritual battle, every angelic intervention, and every demonic defeat accomplished on behalf of believers. Your story of recognizing these battles brings hope to people feeling spiritually attacked or wondering if God still fights for people today. Your awareness becomes a light that helps others develop eyes to see the warfare Jesus wages all around them. This revelation about spiritual battles isn't meant to be private knowledge. It's an invitation to help others experience the same spiritual confidence. Jesus often works through those who have recently recognized his warfare to help awaken others who are still missing their own spiritual battles. Your newfound awareness serves as both personal victory and ministry opportunity. As you navigate this new understanding of spiritual warfare fought for you, stay consistently alert to ongoing heavenly battles. Jesus reminds you that while recognizing these divine battles is wonderful, it's just the beginning of a lifetime of spiritual warfare awareness. Maintain the spiritual sensitivity that allowed you to see these heavenly fights in the first place. Guard against returning to spiritual blindness that made you miss important battles in the past. Let your awareness of divine warfare continue to flow from genuine faith and daily attention to Jesus' presence in your spiritual battles. With this new ability to recognize heavenly warfare comes ongoing responsibility to remain watchful and responsive. Use this gift wisely to discern true spiritual battles from ordinary life challenges. Not every difficulty is demonic warfare, but Jesus will make truly significant spiritual battles unmistakable to your spiritually attuned eyes. Embrace this journey of warfare awareness with both humility and confidence, knowing heaven fights for you daily. Picture a future where you consistently recognize the spiritual battles being fought for you in heavenly realms. Imagine divine victories manifesting unexpectedly, angelic interventions arriving precisely when needed, and your understanding of heavenly warfare expanding beyond anything you've experienced before. Jesus stands with you, encouraging you to embrace this journey of spiritual warfare awareness with complete trust. This is truly your moment to experience deeper divine connection through recognizing the battles he fights for you. This marks the beginning of a time when your spiritual perception, wisdom, and confidence will be more aligned with heaven than ever before. Accept this blessing with gratitude, and remember that you're surrounded by divine armies on this journey of spiritual victory. The path ahead holds countless opportunities to experience Jesus' warfare through battles that will become increasingly visible to your spiritually awakened eyes. What joy awaits as you learn to see the divine warfare happening all around you. If this message about spiritual warfare has awakened something in your spirit, please consider blessing our channel with a super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or whatever amount feels right to you. Your support creates a beautiful spiritual exchange and allows us to continue sharing these divine revelations with those who need them most. If you're ready to acknowledge that heaven has been fighting battles for you, type 999 in the comments. Below is your declaration of spiritual warfare awareness. The journey of recognizing spiritual battles fought for you continues beyond this revelation. As you step into new awareness of heavenly warfare, stay grounded in Scripture and prayer that keeps your spiritual discernment sharp and accurate. Every battle you recognize could be the exact confirmation someone else has been waiting to see about their own spiritual warfare. Your growing awareness of divine battles serves as inspiration for others wondering if Jesus still fights for people. Today, move forward with a confident heart, a watchful mind, and a responsive spirit ready to see more heavenly victories. Create opportunities for others to recognize spiritual warfare. As you enjoy the protection coming your way, the spiritual language of divine battles has always been part of how Jesus protects those who love him by choosing to pay attention to these heavenly fights. You join a long tradition of faithful believers who have learned to recognize his warfare in everything around them.